I think 2022 has been one of the best, if not the best year in updates from Clash of Clans, and today I'm going to be ranking those updates 1 through 5 and talking about why the Supercell Clash of Clans team should be proud of themselves. Coming in at number 5, we have one of the updates you probably forgot even happened this year, and that is the February quality of life update. At first, I didn't even want to include this update, but then I realized there was actually a really big thing that came out of this update, and that is the Hero Extra Life feature. The Hero Extra Life feature was really helpful for players who are pushing, players who are farming, players who are doing war attacks, basically anything you were doing in the game. The Hero Extra Life just allowed you to get into attacks. It was a really common sense upgrade that I think everybody really enjoyed, and at this point we kind of take it for granted. So this was an awesome update. Now there were of course a few additional features other than that, but the Hero Extra Life was the main feature of this update, and with no brand new content to offer, this update is going to have to land at number 5 for this year. Coming in at number 4, we have another update that of course had no new content but made a really big difference in the game, and of course I'm talking about the June quality of life update. The main features of this update were the fact that you could now 1 gem donate super troops, which is really awesome, and of course you had no troop cost anymore, so you could cook up troops and spells without having to pay for them at all. This is one of those updates that I feel like a lot of players thought or really felt like they needed, but we just didn't express enough, like because we didn't really think it was gonna happen, but it did happen, and this completely revolutionized how we're going to be farming in the future, as well as using war armies and stuff like that. There were also some much needed balance changes to the clan capital at this time, where Supercell just kind of used this opportunity to get some quick fixes in for problems that they saw from that update. Overall, a really solid update. There were no new features, but I thought it was a tier above the Hero Extra Life, so this is going to be coming in at number 4. Okay, and now we're going to be getting into the big updates for the year. You guys might disagree with my rankings, but if you do, go ahead and let me know in the comments section. At number 3, we have the most recent update to the game, the December update. Far from small, this update brought a lot of new content to the game, and I'm just gonna go ahead and break down what it's done for us. First, we have the Super Miner and the Seasonal Ram Rider. I'm not going to lie, these are not my favorite aspects to the game, but they do allow players to go ahead and play with something else and just have a little bit more extra interest in the game while they're progressing their accounts in Town Hall 15 and Clan Capital and all these other things. So these troops are pretty cool, and I'm glad that they added them to the game. A much bigger update was the cosmetic changes for Clan Capital houses. Anybody who's watched my latest video, they know how excited I am about this update. This update is really cool and allows players to have ownership over the game, as well as to add their own little touch to the Clan Capital peak. It also allows players at the higher levels to go ahead and spend their excess raid medals and gems on something that could actually bring them a cosmetic change, which is really awesome in my opinion. And of course we can't forget Skeleton Park, the brand new district that came out for the Clan Capital. Honestly, I don't think anybody was expecting anything about a brand new district in this December update. I don't think they even had enough time, but they managed to pull it off. They also came out with pretty unique defenses, one really unique conceptual defense and one that really just looks awesome in my opinion. On top of that, they also added a brand new spell that is kind of a little bit broken, but you know, they're going to fix that soon enough. So overall, a really cool addition to the game, and with all of this brand new content, this became one of the biggest updates of the year and really lived up to its spot as the winter update. However, the other 2 updates we had this year were a lot bigger than this one, and I just kind of had to give it the 3rd spot. And at number 2, we have none other than the Town Hall 15 update. Adding a brand new Town Hall to Clash of Clans always adds a ton of new content and always gets players really excited, and Town Hall 15 was no different. With this update, we got a lot of new stuff. We got brand new hero levels, we got brand new troop levels, we got a ton of brand new artwork, we got brand new buildings as well, and on top of that, we got a new troop, a new siege machine, and of course, new pets. I don't think anybody expected that we would get 4 pets for Town Hall 15, but Supercell really has had it in for surprising us this year. So they gave us 4 brand new pets, and honestly really just shook up the entire game. The Town Hall 15 update gave a reason for max players to come back to the game and to continue playing the game once again. The Electro Titan was also a really cool troop idea, and the Spell Towers were also a very unique defense, adding novel ideas to the Clash of Clans universe. Honestly, overall, it was a really awesome update and lived up to its name as a Town Hall update. Honestly, the last update of the year was so amazing that it really just couldn't live up to it at all. And before we break down the number 1 update, I just want to let you guys know, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new. Also, guys, thank you so much for watching my content throughout the year. It has been an absolute pleasure making videos for all of you. And at the number 1 spot, guys, could it really be anything else? The Clan Capital update was one of the biggest updates in Clash of Clans history and really lives up to its name as the game-changing update. Adding in essence what would not be 1 or 2 but 7 bases that clans can work together in and battle with on weekends, Supercell really pushed the boundaries of what we thought was possible. Even players who would be maxed since the dawn of time would have to come back and start at the same level as everybody else in learning all of the brand new content that we got, the new defenses, the new troops, and trying to learn with everybody else and having fun in the game. On top of this, I don't really think people are tired of the Clan Capital update even now, close to 6 months later. I personally don't even play that much Clash of Clans anymore, but I get on every single weekend to go ahead and try to do my raid metal attacks because I really enjoy that part of the game. But perhaps most significant of all, the Clan Capital update has done something that not a lot of updates can claim to have done, and that is that it offered something to every single level of player. No matter if you are at the max town hall level or if you are at a lower town hall level, if you've been playing for years or if you just started playing maybe 4 or 5 months ago, everybody had access to this feature of the game and they all started on equal footing. Honestly, I think this is one of the best features of the update, and it's definitely what made this update number 1 for me throughout the year. Even though it had a bunch of brand new content, even though it did add the most new things out of any update this year, it's the fact that they really found a way to serve the entire Clash of Clans player base, and that's really what I think is important about this update. It would be absolutely criminal to not put the Clan Capital update as the number 1 update of this year, and honestly it would be an understatement to say that it is one of the best updates in Clash of Clans history. Alright, so I've paused editing the video and I decided to record 2 more things for this video for all of you. The first thing is that I wanted to let you know that I know that most of you disagree with my rankings because of the poll that I put on my channel the other day. What I want to know is if you guys still disagree with my rankings after watching through the entire video, and if so, let me know why in the comment section. The second thing is that we recently had a giveaway for the 2,500 subscribers, and I'm going to announce who are the 3 winners for the gold passes as well as the backup. For the first winner, we have Ransford Brefo from Ghana, and the second and third winners are Mohammed Zaid and Raskriya, both from India. And then for the backup, we have Swish from Nepal and then Parneet from India. Once again, I want to thank you guys so much for being committed to the channel and of course to the giveaway. We will be having another one at 5,000 subscribers, but I'm not really sure at what time that's going to take place. However, one thing that I do know will take place early next year is the builder base update for Clash of Clans. And if you guys do not know already, there is an optimal way to prepare for this update. And if you want to make sure that you're optimally prepared, you should watch this video right here where I break down all of the methods that you need to make sure that you're ready and that you're ahead of everybody else who's been sleeping this entire time.